EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Black Knights of Brooklyn taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And some room to work. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Second down and a run by Robinson. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Here we go.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. Got his man. It's Thornton. Now he gets free up the left sideline. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Thompson Robinson now.
His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Oh, he's going to go for it all.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Black Knights are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 20. Line.
27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ultra. Drill 52.
Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Boston, the man in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he will have a touchdown. Calvin Austin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And he returns this to the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Ready, set.
Here's a 2nd and 5. The DTR going to throw it here. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Thompson Robinson here from the gun. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A 3rd down gain of 19.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys. A great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Here we go. Strike, strike, ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. A little juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Tyquan Thornton with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Falcons 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on, come on.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Down. Steal. Check, steal.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
This is caught inside the 15. And a huge play that time. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Third and 2. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 50 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second and a couple.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
70 Timberwolves.
On play action, they'll throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He finds his man complete. That's Thornton. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Here's 3rd down and 4. To throw is DTR.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They're going to look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
This ball down the field for Pitts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing on second and long.
Thompson Robinson
gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Thompson Robinson throwing here. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Falcons will be taking over, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll pitch it to Robinson.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
He's on his way.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go, set.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Drew knocks this one through the post, and that will tie us at 24. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Thompson Robinson keeps it, running left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, Thompson Robinson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Strike, check, strike.
Boston, the man in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Check, man. Call, 10. Ready.
Thompson Robinson now. And off balance Let's throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Thompson Robinson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's go. Ultra. Go ultra.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run to McCaffrey, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. That had brought up third down and left to throw it anyway.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this point with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Touchdown! David Njoku. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Falcons 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Ready, play. Ultra, ultra.
In motion right is Austin. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Okay, ready?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll change things around before the snap. First down, here's Thompson Robinson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 2.
Falcons 25-yard line.
Zone ready.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
52 blaster. Check view. Ready.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
He's still on his feet.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
On the ready.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You can give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
At their own 15-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Big strides, look at him go. Down the left sideline.
And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
Hurry, hurry.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
Still on his feet. He's on his way. Nick Chubb.
And touchdown.
Nick Chubb with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Falcons 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On the RPO, that's complete right side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Brooklyn, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.